Welcome to Wayne's Weird World. I'm going to make a little bit of a modification for this one. Cheers. Tealing, small batch. Nice for a cold winter rainy day. Winter? Whatever. At least it's not snowing down here on the coast. Alright. Let's find out what we've got. Some people just squeeze, shake up in the pot, but oftentimes orchids are attached to the inside of the pot, so I find giving a little bit of a tweak. Well, there's not too much root system on it, but it'll do. It'll do. So I'm going to tuck this one in here. Get the pins out again. Get all this mess out of the way. This is where I end up emptying all my potting mix into this big container. I recycle it for the garden. Anyway, let's see what we can do. Because once I finish attaching another orchid to this, I'm going to take the driftwood and I'm going to then use my fishing line, because I'm going to be transporting either this one or that one down to Hobart for my youngest daughter's birthday. And I'm afraid that the pins by themselves won't do the job. Now, if they were just going to stay here in the greenhouse, fine. They'd have plenty of time to develop a good root system before I pull the pins out. But let's see. No, not yet. So that with all the little extra safeguards. All right, strike the moss. I'll do a video soon on these Dendrobium speciosums that are coming into flower, but I'll wait and I'll get a whole bunch of them out and I'll line them all up, and so you can see some of the differences. Because my big one in the corner has 8 flower spikes. I think this one has about 10. The big one over by the door has 1. My other big table mount has 2. So we'll get them all lined up. There's about 8 of them behind me, and I don't think any of them have flower spikes. Okay. Now I've tied a loop on the end of this fish line. So now, which way are we going to go? Alright, just lift it up. I have gravel here and there. Okay, here we go. I've got the loop made. So if I can tuck this back through, get my fat cold fingers to work. It's not very warm today. It's only 12 degrees from the thermometer. And okay. Yep. That's a beginning. Now, to try and wiggle it through. And this is basically the technique that I use for doing my hanging driftwood mounts. And I thought, it's going to need something to keep them a bit more secure on the trip down to Hobart. And I think this might just do it. In fact, if I think they're secure enough, I might even take the pins out first. Now, you'll never believe it, but I was actually dreaming about taking these into Ulverston for presentation display over at my optometrist, where I did some work on his partner's phalaenopsis. Oh, that's the tip of it. Come on. It's soft. That's it. That's better. Do I want to break off any new growth? No. No, I don't. The nice thing is with the little spindle, little spool, is that it gives me a free hand in that I don't need to hang on to it, where if I let go and if it was just a spool, it would unwind and end up all over the place, and I'd have a tangle on the floor. I think this might be just about it. Whoops! That could have been disastrous when they slip like that. There. Ah, my nose. Not my handkerchief, but anything will do on a winter's day. I can remember back in Minnesota, mustache and beard frozen together. Not nice. I hope I didn't cause permanent damage to that. I don't know. Can you see where it just got bent a little bit there? I don't know. All right. Now I'm going to try and tie it off somewhere under here. This is where sometimes an extra hand comes in quite useful. Let's see if I can turn around so you can see what's going on. Now, if I can actually reach under here and grab that fish line. Trouble is the tweezers want to close up. I'm going to pull it through. Did it go through? I don't think it did. No, it didn't. Tuck it in that way. No. That'll do. Now if I can tuck it through 3 or 4 times, I can tie off a knot. Now which way? Go through there. Come on. Snug it up. Tuck it through any other spot you didn't want to go. And each time I do that, it snugs up just a little bit tighter. I need extra hands, so my knees will do. Now if I can get it through. Now I've got to get it back into an old granny knot. That did it. One more. One more. There. I think. Is it going to hold? I can't be sure. I think so. I won't cut that off yet. I'm going to start pulling these out. I'm fairly confident that it's going to hold together. Now I prepared a cardboard box yesterday with pieces of foam rubber, which will go in the bottom of the box, and then some other pieces of foam rubber around the sides of the flower pot, and I think it'll be secure. By Jove, I think we've got it. Firm, very firm, that one. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. All right, nestle you back in place. Was that the way it was, or was that? Yeah, which way was it? Then I'm going to take the whole pot, put it inside of a plastic bag, inside the cardboard box with the foam rubber, tie the plastic bag up, and then loosely pack shredded newspaper. That's the plan. Now, I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Because even if I take them in to Ulverston and do put them up on my optometrist's bench for display, it's too easy to knock them around. Now the stones in that, they hold nicely, it's firm, but once you start driving down the road, I don't know, I reckon I'm going to end up having things come loose. So I'm going to tie this one up the same way as I did this one. That's it. Wayne's Weird World. Operating theater. Surgery. Well, not quite. I've got a Dendrobium nobile that needs surgery in the warm room. But that's another day, another video. Cheers. Wayne's Weird World. Teeling small batch. Not bad. See you next time.